Okay, so I recently got into PC building. Mostly just used stuff. Don't have the money for all the good stuff. But anyways, my parents had this. That's pretty sweet. Dell Optiplex. Let's see. GX 110. So I think originally it was running Windows 98. I think that's what the sticker says on there. Actually, it's Windows 2000. But anyways, I just thought it'd be an awesome computer for a sleeper build. And so I thought I'd just kind of track the progression of this, see where it goes. But yeah. So this is just the case right now. I actually just took out a couple of the parts. So you have these kind of interesting things. I'm not 100% sure what the connectors are called. I've seen it in a couple of other Dell Optiplexes, kind of close to where the PCIe ports are. Then this is the main motherboard. So yeah, it's pretty old. Some nice old connectors. But anyways, yeah, so this is the processor. This was the heatsink that was on the processor. Kind of cool. Oops. And then this looks like it was a Pentium 3. Is what the processor was in this. So, and then if we can get this out. Let's see. It's a little different than the current Intel processors. Have the, see if that'll focus. Yeah, there we go. So you can kind of see, that like there's pins on this side, which is pretty different than the current Intel processors. This is more like what AMD processors look like. But yeah, so the way that this was set up in the computer was, so you had this sitting on the bottom, and then your motherboard was right here. Let's see, one sec. So it's kind of connected like this. So I guess they had the vertical mounting, let's see, down before it was cool, I guess. So I guess you would have plugged an old graphics card into one of these, is what I'm assuming. Anyways, that's just some of the parts. We got an old power supply. It's like a fan cover. And these, I'm not 100% sure what these are called. I'll have to do some research and see. But anyways, yeah, there's the date. 5th of September, year 2000. These were like what connected the hard drives and stuff. I think even the floppy, there's like a floppy drive on there, one of the smaller ones, and then even the CD drive. So, and of course, like this power supply literally just has like the Molex connectors, and that's it. But anyways, yeah, so here's the hard drive. This might be kind of interesting. Yeah, so like I was saying, these are a little different. You have your Molex connector. I don't know what this is. And then this is one of these that would then connect to your motherboard right here. Yeah. So we'll see what we can do. I think opening up the case, it's going to be the hardest part. Well, not opening it up, but being able to put anything in here, just because of the weird form factor. So give me one sec. Okay, so we got this open now. Here's the side panel. Here's the computer. And yeah, it's like a really interesting form factor if you look at it. So we got on the motherboard, there's these little slots, like this right here. So the motherboard goes down on this and then slides over. And then with this, you just screw it in right here just to keep it in place. So obviously, that's not a very standard like motherboard layout or anything. Nothing like your normal ATX things, or ATX standard. And then with this, if you look on the back also, I guess I showed you the motherboard, but we have this I/O port slot / opening is just really shaped really weird. So what we'll probably end up doing, and we'll have to see, is getting a Dremel, cutting out some of these metal hooks, and then hopefully putting some standoffs in there so that we can get the motherboard to actually screw in. But we'll see what happens. So, but I think that this is one thing that's kind of fun. I think that this should work. This is to the power button, I think. So I'm hoping it looks the same from what I can tell just looking at it. Haven't actually compared them side by side like on my other case. But hopefully we can get that power button to work. That'd just be kind of a cool thing. And then this is kind of an interesting thing too. The side panel is has a 90-degree corner that covers the top. So that's kind of an interesting thing. There's a little button on the front that you have to press to release it. Right there. So yeah, we'll see what happens with it. Should be fun. Maybe too much work for a first time sleeper builder, I guess. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, yep.